switch off that rubbish, cancel your direct debit and tear up your licence because the BBC is lower than a snake's belly. The BBC really hit a new low today. They've just announced that over 75s will now have to pay for the controversial TV licence. Now, my gran is 98 years old. She's worked hard all her life. She's made parachutes for Allied airmen in World War II. She gets a pittance of a pension, and now she's expected to find another £155 a year to pay for this propaganda machine. This is how they repay her for her service to the country. I am absolutely outraged by this. She should be enjoying her retirement and not worrying about things like this. But we all know why this is happening, because they have a massive deficit thanks to all you lovely people out there cancelling your TV licences and your millions. Now, the sickening thing about all this, apart from the fact that it takes 22,000 households to pay for Gary Lineker's salary, is that the BBC are now blowing £100 million on diversity. As if we hadn't had enough of this rammed down our throats already. People should be given jobs on merit and not because they are diverse. Now, what the BBC don't realise is that they are alienating their key audience. Now, it's not right, moral or acceptable that in 2020 it is illegal to watch live TV unless we fund the BBC. The simple solution for this is to make the BBC a subscription-only service so that those who wish to watch it can still do so. Everyone else can take advantage of the hundreds of Freeview channels on offer. Now, I really feel for the BBC staff who will lose their jobs, but they need to blame the likes of Lineker, Laura Klassenberg and the BBC News. You know, the BBC News, they had one simple job to do, to report the news balanced and fairly, but their failure to do this and being economical with the truth has shown to the nation how rotten to the core they are. They're anti-British, they're anti-white, they're anti-Trump and they're anti-government, sowing the seeds of hate and racial tensions by supporting extremist groups like Black Lives Matter. They're far-left Marxists who have caused a great deal of damage to our country by abusing our trust and filling our screens with propaganda. Now, my message to you guys is very, very clear. Please, please, please stop funding this racket. By doing so, it's only causing more pain and distress to those who can't afford a licence. Now, we all need to club together and vote with our pocket. And we are clearly winning because they've come out of the begging bowl now, but sadly picking on the most vulnerable in our society. But giving them money is no better than paying a protection racket. So if you haven't done so already, switch off that rubbish, cancel your direct debit and tear up your licence because the BBC is lower than a snake's belly.